Hello and welcome back everybody to Everlasting Summer. So I am really pumped to do this, because I could not wait to play this ending. It's really like, the moment I did the good ending, I actually wanted to know what happens when you do the bad ending. So, also, that is worth mentioning, it seems this game's strength is its world, and what is going on with this world. This could provide new information. Also, the not Romance part is usually way better written than the Romance part, so everything that has actually not to do with Romance is actually usually quite good in this game. Which is bad to say about a dating sim, because in the end it's still a dating sim, but it's a science fiction fantasy-esque dating sim, so I let it pass. And before I anger more people, I just follow the voice. Okay, let's go. Anyway, he sounded more credible than the crazy pioneer. Of course, this solution could be fatal, but the alternative isn't any better. I just took a shot in the dark. Okay, so where are we going? We are already there. Oh, I feel like this is probably the crazy pioneer himself or something. Oh, maybe not. My eyesight started to fade and I felt my consciousness leaving me. Ah. Achievement unlocked, epic fail. Simeon, bad end. Why don't you already show me the achievement? It's like, isn't this a bit spot? What? 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 What the fuck? Uncool, bruh. Uncool. So, thank you everybody for watching. Come back for the next part, okay? We'll do the Miku part now. Now I'm pissed. I'm trying to make sense of that. I'm trying to make sense out of that. I start getting the feeling doing everything that in your power to leave the camp is always a bad thing, I guess. Again, also this one here, like on the other, I don't know. 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 I don't know what to make of this. Hey, I'm honest. I have no idea what I'm supposed to make out of this. So, Miku time. God diggity damn it, I have to play the whole game right from the beginning for the Miku route, because I have to say no, I'll stay here, Jesus. Skipping through a lot of stuff this time. Okay, here we are. Obviously it is necessary to go alone to get the Miku ending. No, I didn't just skip through the whole game for no reason actually. No, I didn't do that. No, I knew that. I wasted so much time of my life. And now it's getting hot in here again because my window isn't open anymore and my fan isn't on. Now I'm so sad. Okay. Well, but before we actually go for Miku, this is the last time. Obviously the Miku route is something special. And we will get a lot of backstory, I suppose at least. So this is the last time for real speculations, I guess. So, we got, first of all I want them, we'll go, yeah, okay. I just wanted the music to go away. So, what do we have? Lena's good ending is the only good ending that ends in the fake world. So that makes one thing, as I mentioned, Lena is something special in this world. I also think that Alisa and Lena and Uljana and Slavia have something to do with each other. Because Lena and Alisa seem like two sides of the same coin. And Slavia and Uljana have the same thing going on, a little bit at least. Like, Slavia is always mature, but actually she wants to rebel. And Uljana's always rebelling, but actually inside of her we realize she's more mature than Semyon. Also, they both found the doll. Yeah, so this seems to be a little going on that they are both as mentioned, one coin, just with the two different sides of one coin. Lena's the only one that got a special bad end. The other girls, as I looked up, just don't appear in the real world. So the other girls' bad ends aren't actually that bad. What do I make of Lena's bad end being in the fake world? So, is Lena actually the mistress of this whole place? I wonder. Is she the representation of the cat girl in this camp? Or is it Genia, maybe? Obviously, it's obvious, since Genia is a DLC that is a spoiler-heavy DLC. We also know that there is something suspicious about Genia. What more do we have? Of course, there is the dream. I never took the dream into my speculation considerations. The dream of the Second World War, or whichever war it was. Maybe it was a war that never existed. The bunker dream. So maybe Semyon is a reborn, long lost love of somebody, of the voice that talks in his dreams to him. In the beginning I thought, depending on which girl you get, that is the voice that appears in your dreams, you know? But it's obvious now that there is something bigger going on. Actually, to be honest, I'm not really sure. Maybe all the girls just represent different parts of social life that Semyon has to relearn. I'm not sure why he has to have sex with them then, but you know, maybe he needs to learn that too. So it's just a whole lesson for Semyon. But on the other hand, why does he meet all of them in the real world then? You know, why doesn't he just wake up, oh, it was all a dream, and then he goes on a loop again? You know, that is what if I knew that when Semyon gets a good ending, if I knew that he then does not go on a loop, then I'd be totally puzzled. But in my imagination, he then goes on a loop again to learn another aspect of life and friendship and love and I don't know. And maybe, but what is what is the purpose of? I mean, the purpose is obvious, you know. But why does the mastermind do that for Semyon, you know? But yeah, maybe that's all I've got. Maybe really Soviet. Or maybe really all of the people here are real people, and it's just an assembly of people, and I mentioned that pretty early, just an assembly of people who need to relearn something in real life. Pretty sure Lena is not real though, or at least something special in this not reality. Or maybe all the girls are representing a part of Semyon himself, you know? That is also possible. That's a possibility. Maybe he needs to learn to love himself. That would be pretty cliche-ish, but it's a possibility. That he needs to learn to love all the aspects about himself, so that he finally can love in real life again. Still, that doesn't explain why the mastermind does all the things he does. But I guess we'll learn more about that in the Miku route, because it seems Miku is also something special in this world. Something not normal. Well, we'll see. So, we this time we took the key, and we go alone for the cards. And since he doesn't let me skip, there seems to be something special. There's nothing to do here at night, at least I'll have some fun. But my mind kept nagging me about this not being a good time for having fun. On the other hand, if there actually exists a camp with pioneers, then it must be someone's doing. And even if it's not true, then the most logical thing is to seek answers here, not in the forests or fields. But at this very moment, the answer is going to play cards. Yeah. I opened the door with my own key and went inside. To my surprise, there were no cards inside. Instead, it was full of cups, forks, knives, plates, scotch tape, scissors, rubber gloves, a piece of rope, a few plastic bags, pencils, and a few broken pans. Everything except the playing cards. Maybe I should look in the closet. It was full of Olga's clothes, but a small drawer with a keyhole at the top caught my eye. I pulled it, but it didn't open. I wonder if she is hiding something. Forcing it open wasn't the best idea, even if the cards were in there. I was just turning to leave as I remembered something. Slavia forgot her keys yesterday. They're here. Aha, okay. What if... For a moment I hesitated, but then approached the closet and started picking a key for the lock. Of course it would be strange to expect a result. Indeed, why would Slavia carry a key for Olga's personal chest? But to my surprise, another key slid into the lock and turned a few times without a problem. Suddenly the door squeaked behind me. I jumped and turned around, but there was nobody in the cabin. Was it the wind? I carefully looked outside. Not a single person inside. Perhaps it was nothing, but I still felt uneasy. So what's inside? I even looked in the bushes by the cabin, but then decided to go back and seek out all the dark secrets of our chief. Semyon, what's taking you so long? Yes. With shaking hands, I turned the key and jerked it out of the lock. Slavia came closer. Ah, my keys. I thought I'd lost them. Where did you find them? They were in the bushes, outside. Found them just now. Thank God I managed to close it before she saw. So, I see. That is why we could take the keys. I already wondered what the sense of that was. Complained a little bit too early for that one. Shall we go? Well, I wanted to get out as fast as possible, and preferably forget about my attempt to violate someone's privacy. Aw, man! But this information is probably important if he tells me that. But how can I know what is in this little shelf? I guess I can't. When we got back, Olga informed me. Sorry, I remembered that the cards were in Slavia's cabin. She fetched them while you were looking. I looked at Slavia. She meekly smiled. Come on, you guys. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Okay, that is it. Yes, that is it. Okay. Then I'll come back. Yeah, I have to do two things now. I have to decide to go with Miku. And also I have to go alone into the mines. Okay, so let's see if we do all that in one episode. I guess we do. And if not, you realize, usually I say, now we're doing one episode, and then you'll see a cut in the middle of the episode. Sorry. Sometimes I just don't know. And I can't decide. I'll see you in a second. Okay, going alone this time. Well, let's see if there is something new. And if not, I can just skip forward. Okay, his eyes closed. I was told on the walkthrough I have to go left 2 times. I didn't do that yet. The walkthrough lied to me. Oh well, maybe that comes now. Because sometimes the dream is just a dream. One doesn't have to look it up on the internet, searching for an interpretation of a dream that invaded your dream world in such a rude manner. One doesn't have to assume that it is a sign, a prophecy, a prediction of the future. Sometimes a dream is just a dream, a beautiful story that is just not going to happen in your real life. A fairy tale sketched by your resting brain and painted by your imagination. Sometimes a dream is just a dream, even if it comes in several parts. Yes, so, blue writing, is Masha Miku in the different dream world? Damn, I'm so tired of all this. I'll just go with it now. Huh? Okay. She looks pissed. Huh. I raised my eyes and saw a girl hanging over me. What exactly are you tired of? He's not called Semyon anymore, he's now me. What? Everything. It's not like someone made you do this, or is still making you. Well, it's not that simple. Oh, it is indeed quite that simple. Damn, you're always... Stop chatting. Come on, get to work. So Olga is still there? What the fuck is going on? A voice that would brook no objections came from far away. The bus became empty in an instant. The girl I was arguing with sulked like a child, turned abruptly, clicked her heels and headed to the exit. Her name was Masha. Okay, you ready? A woman appeared. Her face simultaneously expressed agony for the fates of the whole of humanity, arrogance, concentration, and fatigue. Yeah, sure. Excellent. Then, action. I didn't even realize when she left the bus and the camera appeared, pointing at me. I've shut my eyes. That's right. I must be sleeping according to the script. How long must I sit like this? 10 seconds? 20? That should be enough. I get the feeling this is an ending for shits and giggles. I slowly opened my eyes and started to sweep at the bus with an ignorant look. That's it. I haven't got the slightest idea why I am here. There are really quite a lot of mistakes, grammatical-wise, in this route. What is this? An Icarus? But why? So I have to put on the most surprised face that I've ever done. I should imagine that I'm sitting in a toilet, reading a book, and then the door suddenly swings open, and I see Jean Reno with a gun, whoever the fuck that is. Pardon me, do you mind that I'm, pardon my French, doing number 2 here? He would surely be surprised. I just couldn't bear it and laughed out loud. Stop, stop, yelled the director. It's an outrage. We've already been shooting for a week, but we've still got less than nothing. She jumped close to me. What's the matter this time? Well, she would hardly appreciate my story about Jean Reno. I'm sorry. So this is like a joke, like the whole, it's like bloopers, or I don't know, blooper of making Everlasting Summer the movie, you know what I mean? It was hard to look her in the eyes. It wasn't like I was really worried about me messing up yet another take, but mainly because I was afraid to break into laughter again. Okay, lunch break. Our director took off her Panama hat and began to fan herself with it. It's so hot. Well, it's summer after all. Shurik came out of thin air, proving himself to be quite observant. Duh, blockhead. You better take care of the camera. Shurik calmly dodged the Panama that was thrown at him and whacked back to his camera. He's always like that. Calm, wise, and boring, dull, and quite predictable. I got out of the bus and headed to the canteen to grab a bite. And ran into Masha at the doors. So? Nothing. Okay, so she is not Miku. She's an actor, so she doesn't have to speak fast. Okay. She seems more bitchy. No surprise. Wanna have something to eat? She stared at me for some time with an uncomprehending look. Okay, let's go. It's strange. Seems that Masha has already visited the canteen. What is it? Didn't she have time to have her lunch? I examined her thoroughly from behind. Our double ponytails were really long and dangled from side to side, now and then hitting whatever they encountered on the way. "Are you sure that you're comfortable with your hair like that?" I asked Masha when we sat down the table. "What's the problem?" "Well, they are kinda way too long, though." "It's a part of my character, dork." As if they were any shorter before that. She threw an angry glance at me and proceeded to violently stir the contents of her packets of instant noodles. "One day, I'm gonna get gastrics thanks to this diet." "I already got it." "Oh sure, I bet you have already drunk all the stage props together with these guys." "And what is wrong with that? I'm not paid for this work, just so you know. And it's hard. The leading role after all. I don't drink the cameras and filming tape." Okay, huh? "Oh, it's like you're going for an Oscar." Who knows, who knows? I reclined on the chair and lit up a cigarette. "Just for your information, it's a children's camp here, in case you had forgotten." "Yeah. Do you see any kids around?" Masha just sniffed and didn't reply. "And by the way, all the great ones had to start with something. Some of them, for instance, started with a graduation project. Not a single sane human would ever think of shooting such wild garbage." She gazed warily around with an intimidated look, making sure that nobody except us was at the canteen, and continued. Only... Why am I... It's like... I play this right after the Lena ending. Why... Can't I read right now? It's like... Am I stupid? Is my brain in shut-off mode? Only our Olga would. It's not like someone made you do it. "Oh yeah?" Masha said slowly with bitterness in her voice. "Like I had any choice. Or you did. Or anyone else. Well, for starters, you could have proposed another subject." To propose a subject? What subject? All this time, Masha had been sparkling salt over her cup noodle, and it seemed she wasn't going to stop. "I see you like it spicy." "What?" I directed my gaze at her cup. "Damn." She slammed the salt shaker down the table and sadly dropped her eyes to the small hill of salt, like an iceberg fighting global warming, just refused to dissolve in the broth. Oh, come on! I suddenly felt sorry for Masha. Anyway, I could hardly digest this crap. Sandwiches are way better. "Here." I pushed my bowl in her direction. She took it silently and began to eat. "Won't you even thank me?" "But it's completely your fault." "What exactly?" "You distracted me and I... Anyway, it's your fault." Whatever." Masha kept eating in silence. I finished smoking and stubbed the cigarette out on the corner of the table. "What exactly don't you like about it?" "Well, it's actually fine if you get used to it. Lovely noodles." I looked at Masha in a way that made clear exactly how silly and irrelevant her answer was. "Ah, you're talking about the movie." "About the movie. Take my character, for example. Although never mind using it as an example, it is the worst part of the script. Script. Fuck me in the ass. Were you even reading this as you wrote it? Please don't. If you ever meet me, please don't. For the first 2 days, then laziness overtook me." "Well, I read it." So what? Does it seem normal to you?" "What exactly?" "Character. My character." "What's the problem with it?" I decided to play the fool till the end. "Stop mocking me." If looks could kill, my death would have been a pretty painful one. Alright, calm down. Masha fixed her gaze on me. "What's the matter with her character? Just a normal retarded girl. There are so many around anyway, no?" She turned red at first, then blue, then she turned green. What? I'm not sure that the changing of colors on her face during a fraction of a second was really like that, but either way, Masha looked scary. "You know, that is disgusting," she said, suddenly getting a grip. "I think it is perfectly normal. The cast of a movie, or a book for that matter, can't consist of only cute, smart, and sexy characters. We still need supporting roles. So some fourth wall breaking in the fourth wall breaking game, I don't know. Supporting, but not retarded. Miku, to be honest, or Masha, the character you are playing, is not the craziest and not the most unbelievable one. I rather believe in a active fool than in a crazy stabbing, punching, self-murdering Lena, you know? I mean, probably there are people like this, but yeah, fuck it, you know what I mean. Supporting, but not retarded. It's not like we don't encounter them in real life. But I'm not like that. That's why you're playing a rule, dumb shit.